Hi, I'm Sheilaa Hite, world-class astrologer, tarot master, spellcaster, medium, and all-around magical being. And I'm here today to talk to you about this week's astrology. So this week is a phenomenal week. It begins with, continues to, and ends with a great gift. And the great gift centered around the new moon is something we astrologers call a grand trine. Grand as in big, trine as in triangle, a grand trine. So a grand trine means that when all of the elements, and in this case the earth element, are in signs aspecting or relating to each other, there is a lot of luck. There's a lot of blessing. There's a lot of healing that takes place in that element. And since it's earth, earth is the body, earth is money, earth is practicality, earth is the material realm. Earth is one of the ways that we assess value. So all of that is centered around the new moon, which is coming on Thursday. So what we need to be aware of is that new moons in general are about planting seeds. They're about but about taking the ideas you've come up with and starting to work on them to help them to germinate, to grow, to become the full-grown, beautiful plant that they can become. So this time there are no really big aspects we have to worry about until Thursday. However, preparation is key here. Whenever there's a new or a full moon, it's a good idea 4 days before the event, in this case Thursday for the new moon, to get yourself a cup or a jar or whatever you want that vessel to be, to fill it with water. And fill it with water, make sure that you cover it. Why do you have to cover it? Because they're insects. I call them critters, and they really like to go swimming in your moon water. So cover it, however you cover it, and set it where it can get the rays of the moon. Is it a windowsill? Is it right outside your door? Where is it? Maybe if you have sliding doors, big sliding doors, you can set it right on the inside of that. So what you want is it to get the rays of the moon. And if you are in a space where there's no direct light coming, then figure out where it would come if there were a window there, and set your cup there. So the moon water is extremely important. I like to set it out a good 3 or so days before the new moon or the full moon, so that it can bring in all of the energy and all of the energies of that particular moon and the sign. This time you will be bringing in all of the luck and the bounties, and I'll tell you the planets involved in this grand Earth trine. The planets are the sun and moon, so the life force and our soul, Jupiter and Uranus. Jupiter, luck and blessings, Uranus, insight and unexpected happenings, and Pluto, divine value, Pluto, transformation, Pluto, the growth, the birth and growth of the new. They're all working together in earth signs. Those are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Those earth signs can lead us to our earthly treasure. So what is it you want? Well, what is it you want to keep? What is it you want to attract? Never mind what it is you don't want. Let's not emphasize that this week. Let's put our emphasis on what we do want. We have a grand Earth trine, and a grand trine is kind of like having a fairy godparent who stands there with just the thing you always wanted and gives you at least 2 of them. So, but you have to ask, and you have to know what to ask for. So what do you ask for? You ask for the things that you want, the things that will enhance your life and enhance the value of how you see yourself. That's really important. So let's get practical. After all, they're in earth signs. a piece of paper, a pen, and you're going to write down there's a trine, 3 sides, 3 things you want this grand earth trine to bring you. And you'll notice in the next 6 to 8 months, those things will show up. Now, what you do after you write the list is every full moon after that and new moon after that, you take that list out and you read it out loud if you can. If you can't, you read it to yourself. You read it silently. And then you take the appropriate actions you need. The things you want, your list will tell you, you'll know what to do next to help grow it and activate it. So when something like a grand earth trine happens, or a grand trine of any element happens around a new or a full moon, it has superpowers connected to it. It's being led through the universe by forces that normally don't come together. And this time, just for you, they have come together. So please take advantage of this gift and work it. And how do you work it? You simply write your list of 3 and you make your moon water. Because by the time of the full moon, and I usually recommend that you wait 3 days after the full or the new moon, I usually recommend that you wait that time so that even more rays of the moon can come in. But this time, it's okay to sip from the moon water on the night of the new moon, which will be this coming Thursday. And for the East Coast, it's this coming Thursday at 9:39 p.m. So if you don't get it exactly at 9:39 p.m., don't make yourself crazy. Sometime on Thursday or Friday will be fine. So then, speaking of Friday, we are going to be released from Mercury retrograde jail. Thank God. Mercury retrograde. As you know, at least 3 times a year, sometimes 4, the planet Mercury appears to go backwards. And when it does, so does everything else. Our plans, our ideas for things, our communications. What you want to do for yourself is celebrate Mercury going direct on Friday by initiating the plans that you've kept on hold. So just keep marching forward, 1 foot in front of the other. Don't look to the left, don't look to the right, because it's just Mercury retrograde illusions trying to distract you. And as of Friday, things will begin to ease up, and it'll keep going until finally, about the last week of September, you'll really begin to notice that you're living life feeling more relieved and that life is cooperating more with you. So we've got this new moon, grand earth trine, and Mercury going direct. Yes. Now, the sun on that same day, Friday, the sun, the life force, the part of us that makes us know we are who we are, the sun is also in a trine aspect to the planet Uranus. It's directly there. It's not only part of a group, it's directly there by degree, like it's touching it. And so be open to new ideas. Uranus rules a lot of things, including divine insight. Be open to new ideas, new ways of thinking, new ways of seeing things. Be the humanitarian, because Uranus rules humanitarians. Be the humanitarian and include yourself in that. The sun, you, are together with Uranus, the humanitarian. Include yourself in that group. Be open to new things. Be open to gentle, loving things that will help you and help the planet move forward without sacrificing yourself. Then on Saturday, we have another aspect. It's called Venus, the planet of value, the planet of women, the planet of relationships, the planet of healing, the planet of balance and money too. Venus, square, making an abrasive or sometimes difficult aspect to the planet Jupiter, the planet of expansion, the planet of luck, the planet of blessings. Actually, this can't be a bad aspect. You've got Venus, which is the lesser benefic, and Jupiter, the greater benefic, coming together in any form, whether they're conjunct, in trine, sextile, square, or in opposition. They're relating to each other. And when they relate to each other, they're exchanging energy. So that it's a square, just be careful in whatever you decide to do, that you have safety, that you have a safe word. So if you think, oh boy, it's ice cream and whipped cream, maybe dial back on one of those. If you think, there's a shoe sale, I'm getting 10 pair, maybe let's try and keep it to 5 or 6. Because Jupiter, expansion. However, because of Venus in relationship, even though it's a square to Jupiter, you will find that you've got the wherewithal to have that dessert, the wherewithal to get those shoes. So you're going to make a list of the things you want this week. You are going to pay attention to that list. You're going to know that as you read the list, the things you want are coming true and getting closer to you. And you're going to understand that there are no mistakes. When God made you, God made perfection in the form you showed up in. So honor yourself. Know that you are blessed and have a fabulous, fabulous week. Bye.